Yay!
Hello, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining us
Hello.
today. And today we're chatting with our team, great team, two brothers, Timo and Johnny from Soda Den. We're running a Kickstarter campaign for them, and they're doing really, really well. And we decided to take our time and answer some of your questions that you guys might have for a while or might have today. So these guys are going to help us to give you guys extra information. And it's been a great ride so far. So the campaigner is doing really well. Over 400% is funded. They reached their goal within 24 hours. Incredible stuff. So you guys
Yeah,
tell us
for
how you
sure.
feel overall. It's like, what's your experience? This is time ever for you doing launching Kickstarter, and you guys doing really well. Everyone loves the game. Everyone loves how it looks. Can you guys tell us a little bit more about overall what are you going through this
Yeah.
time?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Alex. Well, hi, I'm Timo, also known as Krev in Discord and online in general. Here's my brother Brexa with me, Johnny.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we're super excited, and it's been an amazing journey, an overwhelming amount of support. We never expected this. Uh, we
Never.
always had this. Yeah, sorry.
I know, Timo.
We always had this community in Discord that really followed us, and we love them. But
Yeah.
we never expected like this to really uh, be where it's at right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is really a dream for us, and it's a shared project with my brother. I love to work with him, and it's a way to connect with him because I live in Cordoba, Argentina, and he's in San Diego, California, and for me it's just awesome to be able to work with him, and this project for me means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. You're doing a lot of you really impress us as a team on just being as everything started was just two of you, and how much progress you guys made just in a year is that's what usually surprises us, and we're really
Thank you, Alex.
excited to see where you guys are going to take it next after successful campaign, because again, it seems like it's going really well, and you guys are going to get good additional funding that going to be invested back to the game, and everyone will
For
benefit
sure.
from that, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to see.
Thank
And
you.
so our plan for today's Creativa Connect is, so we're mostly planning to take questions from you guys from chat.
Mhm.
You can watch us on YouTube or Twitch and ask us questions there. We're monitoring both channels, and Karen and I will guide that and see. It's like we're gonna pick some interesting questions. If for some reason we don't answer your question, so apologies for that. It's not that we disregard you or anything. It's just pretty quick and we might miss it. And so you guys can join their Discord channel and ask more questions there, of course, after the stream. Do you guys ready to start taking any questions, or
Yeah.
is
Let's
there anything you guys would like to add and say? Yeah.
let's make it extra difficult, and let's play a little bit as we
Yeah.
as we take
Let's
questions.
make real
Let's
streamers out of you guys. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Let's try that.
So
Yeah.
all right,
well, all
I'm
All right.
ready
right,
Let's
for
see
it.
what. Yeah.
here we
Me too.
go.
All right.
Yay.
Cool.
All right.
So one of the first question that I can see the person asking is your background that they see on stream in the game map, or is it like game asset?
Correct. That's wait. Oh yeah, not in this one. In the one that we had on the faces.
Yeah, we switched to
Yeah.
the different screen. Yeah.
It's
Oh
like
yeah.
no, that's not. No, yeah. Yeah, that's the Awkward map. You can find it in the Kickstarter campaign as well. It's right at the bottom, I think, and we'll be doing an update probably. Like talking a little bit about the regions, and now that we are also expanding them with stretch goals as well. But the idea is that you're here in this settlement, which is in between two rivers, and this is where you end up after like roaming the lands of Pacha. you get this like message that you're ready to settle in this fertile land and start a new way of living. But surrounding this region, we have like forests and a jungle, beach, a savanna,
Savannah.
and now a tundra region
Yeah.
with a
Pull it up.
glacier. Yeah.
So here's
Yes.
the map. You can kind of see a little bit. Lock,
Yeah.
lock.
Yeah.
More to come.
I think one of the good questions, and really where we should have started, Epic subset from YouTube asking, what inspired you guys to make this game? That's I think it's good
Yeah,
question.
it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
When we were kids, we played a lot of Harvest Moon. It is still to this day. I would say it's our favorite game. It's just something that we discovered by accident that we didn't never expected to really fall in love with, but we just did from day one.
Yeah.
And we always like when we played it, we always passed the controller back and forth because it was in multiplayer. So we would share like names. We would share the name of the farm. Like we would have to pick the name of the dog or our
And
birthday in the game.
the
Yeah,
same marriage candidate.
same
That
match
was
candidate. I
that
mean,
was kind of
we could have played it like single player. Had two different saves, but it's just the way we played as kids. Like we always share the game,
yeah.
and it was imagining how we would play this multiplayer that really started the idea. Of course, we played Stardew Valley 2 co-op, and I think that made us realize that it is possible to enjoy a co-op farming game, and it's a really good experience too. But we wanted to like give it a twist, and so we started like brainstorming. Well, what we'd like, what were our hobbies too. I'm very into gardening, um, and in general, Johnny asked one question one day, and it was, "What if we're the first farmers?" And everything started to connect from there. I read this book about prehistory, which is called The Clan of the Caver, and which is not directly related to farming, but it is about this discovery of things and and how amazing is that we started with fire, and then we discovered things in nature, and we progressed from there. And we also like other games like
Yeah.
Civilization and
Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
We used to love to play Pharaoh. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? Yeah.
That's great. And one of the questions also from Penko64 asking how many players can play at once. I guess it's known information that they're going to be a co-op for 4 players, but can you guys maybe tell the reasoning behind of that? Is like why you feel like 4 is a good number, maybe, and things like that. Yeah.
Well, the limitation comes mainly from the framework that we're using. It doesn't limit us on 4 players, but it does limit us on the number of messages we can exchange. So I think that 4 is a good number for that. And then when we settle on that number, we are making all the cutscenes and all the festivals and everything in a way that all players have a special place and not only the host. So all the content will have something specific for each player if you're playing with 1, 2, 3, or 4 characters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. And the story behind the name. So can you guys tell us a little bit more about that? The Red Lust asking from the Twitch channel. So why you guys call it Roots of Pacha?
Yes. So in South America, there is the this goddess which is called Pachamama, and she's the Mother Nature. She's pretty much. It's also translated as the universe, so Mother of the Universe. So we instantly related that to the harvest goddess of the all harvest moons, and we also feel a connection to that because we're from Argentina. Um, so we're very familiar with that.
Yeah.
And we love the name itself
Yeah.
and all that is associated with it. Like there are rituals that are performed to honor the Mother Earth, and it just fit the game. it's not only about discovery, but also about caring for nature, about understanding that we're part of it, that we're just children, that we have to care for it.
Yeah,
Um,
and also the roots part is because it's the beginning. It's the
yeah.
beginning of farming. It's the beginning of civilization or settlement. So roots of Pacha really fits there for us.
So yeah, it's taking a place in the Stone Age, the beginning of the society, and how it's going to develop. Yeah, great. I think that answers it really well. And Major Joyster asking, what's some of the main story about? Can you guys share? Is like the more information about the stories, maybe side quests, and what fans can expect from the game in a storytelling kind of side of it. You know.
So there is a main story, which is we are adopted by this clan, and there is like a mystery behind that that you'll eventually find out about. Um, but it's more making this story yours, like how you're gonna develop this clan and make it progress and make it yours. Uh, and also, it's gonna be about the stories of the NPCs. So as long as you develop friendship with the NPCs, you're gonna start learning about their story, uh, which is gonna be interconnected between them. So. I don't I don't know if I can like reveal some of the stories right now,
No
No, don't
but
do it.
spoilers.
yeah.
Don't
Probably
do it.
should. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No
Ma-
But they,
spoilers today.
yeah.
There's also another side quest is the you will encounter in caves spiritual entities that are representations of Pacha, like the owl. We will go to see it tomorrow if we all want to do it, um, and you will start to get to know Pacha in that way. So there is also that story.
Nice. And Black Cloud asking is like if the story can be played in multiplayer, and I know that you can play it, and more than
Yes.
that you guys are going to get to see similar cutscenes with
Mhm.
Yeah.
your characters in it, right?
Yeah, we can actually go there, Johnny. Do you want to go there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
I,
go.
What are you guys
I
seeing
think
right
we
now is actually
didn't we
developers
didn't we
playing
already
live
do
right
it?
now. So that's yeah. So the gameplay it's not pre-recorded. So if anything breaks or falls apart, so apologies for that. Again, it's all nothing is staged. Everything is real. So yeah.
I think we already did it though.
We did,
Yeah,
Karen, but I think that we
Yeah.
can
but
Oh,
play the
okay.
cutscene again.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Cool,
we
cool.
can play the
So
cutscene again.
yeah,
'Cause
we started this gameplay as a save. So we already solved one of the puzzles in the caves where we're going, but we'll be able to watch the cutscene again.
The Epic subset on YouTube asking again, will the game be cross-platform, and could this would be hosted on the server or its continuous world that people can enter at any time?
So, a couple of things about that. Crossplay, yes, we want to support that, and that's why we chose this framework for multiplayer. We know it's battle tested. We know it works for all major platforms. And we are just about to be in tests for Nintendo Switch, and we want to,
Switch.
yeah, see if that works with crossplay, which should, or it should just need some few tweaks. And about what was the other question? Because it was two.
If
About
the world will be
server.
hosted on a server or its
Hmm.
continuous world that people can enter at any time.
So it needs to be hosted by one of the players, and then your friends can join in. But one player will own the save if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's similar to Animal Crossing, if I'm not mistaken, right? How they handle the multiplayer. So one of the player is owner of the world, kind of, and you guys join to his world and help him build that and can
Yeah,
become
the
a
only
second.
twist we're adding to that, it says if you continuously play with your same friends, then you'll all have like a special place in this world. But
Yes.
it's up to you if you want to keep playing with your friends or a single player in that save.
Yeah, and to make sure that everyone understand well, the game will be available on PC and next gen and potentially all gen consoles and Nintendo Switch. The early access is going to be available on Steam probably only at this time, and the full release will hit all the platforms ideally at the same time. But again, there might be some technical nuances that might adjust some of that, but that's our plan for now, at least, so that you guys know.
Yes.
And you guys can actually, if you want to say something about what's happening on the screen right now, is like that's what you guys talk about, I think, right?
Yeah, this is the multiplayer cutscene. I'm like, should I read it? Not that I get overly excited about that, but.
All right, Karen, put your actor hat on, and action.
It's scene. Oh no, wait, the opposite. Now let's remember when it was dark and cold, and a light from the skies descended to rest upon the branch of a tree. Your people were scared to get close to this light, as it was bright like the sun, but your curiosity won, and you approached the warmth. An idea was born in your mind. If you could create this light with your hands, you could see in the night and be warm on the coldest days. With rocks, you struck that same spark in your world and found a bed of kindling for it to rest. And from that day, the light and you were always together. You fed her often, and she was there to protect you.
Karen,
what, my child?
Getting nervous.
I know. I'm like, I need a sip of water.
That's exactly how I imagine the owl will sound. But yeah, that's don't get nervous.
I don't know. Anyway, what is my child? This light? I know words.
Hey, I mean, it's a hard labor. It's all right.
I've only read this a bunch of times. Okay, so what is this light? Is it fire? Is it thunder? Is it the moon? I mean, like, I wasn't paying attention fully. What do you think, chat?
Is it?
What do you think, chat? I'm just kidding. What is this light that they're describing?
Let the chat make the decision. What do you guys they should decide?
Thank you.
You have 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fire, thunder, or the moon. Let's see who wins.
You, Candace.
Fire. Seems like fire is dominating.
I mean, that seems to make
All
sense.
right, fire it is.
There.
It's the moon.
It's the moon.
Oh!
You guys.
Yeah.
All
right.
Cool.
So this is like an example of a cutscene where we're all seeing that same cutscene and answering the same questions, and that eventually in some cutscenes will let us choose some world-changing things.
Yeah.
Decision.
You seem
yes.
not to agree, my children. What you created was fire. Thanks. That's right. Or I mean, chat was right actually. Just, gotta give you credit.
Black Cloud asking if on Twitch if there will be more languages on top of English. Yeah, we're planning to have several main languages. We're still confirming them, but yeah, there will be most popular ones, some like German, Spanish, English, Russian, Chinese, and probably a few more. So it really depends on what we see, is like what communities are interested in the game, because we have some analytics that we can use and data. Like you guys go wishlist game on Twitter. Oh, on Twitter, yeah, wishlist game on Twitter. No, wishlist game on Steam, and Steam shows us the data on like where you guys coming from and stuff like that. So if one of the cultures are going to dominate, and that's not really popular language, it's like, so we of course gonna make additional steps and make sure that we can translate game on that language. But yeah, most of the main ones, the big ones, don't want to discriminate any languages, calling it main ones, but yeah, the most popular ones are gonna be there for sure. All right, so ready for next one?
Yes.
Yes.
From Mayora Choister again on Twitch, she's asking, how will the time be passing in the game? Is there a clock, or does the time only pass as you use your energy points?
There is a clock. Right now, if you see current screen, it just says noon. And that's because when you start this game, you don't really have like a way to track time. And eventually, if you choose to, because you could play the game just like this, if you're not too worried about time, you could develop the idea of a sundial, and that would like give you more precise time. But
We
it
could
does
do it.
cost like yeah, we could develop the idea maybe.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and another good question from Ponka64 on Twitch. Can you have a children in this game, and what role do they play?
Yeah.
And I believe
So
one of your stretch goals are going to be pretty cool. I was excited to see that.
yeah.
So maybe you guys can tell a little bit more about that.
You want to do it, Johnny?
Go, team.
Oh,
Timo, like you should
I-
know more
I'm
about
gonna-
kids. You
I'm
just
gonna
got
start
the
racing.
the kid recently, so you know everything. So Timo is actually
If I-
studying kid behavior right now for the game because he
Yeah,
got the
that's correct.
newborn not that long ago. So yeah, he's going to be expert.
So,
The game advisor. Yeah.
we plan on having a family, so you'll be able to choose a partner, and we call that a union instead of a marriage. And eventually, if you choose to, you'll be able to have children too. And for now, we weren't going to add like them growing for base game at least. So we added that as a stretch goal because we saw that it's something the community wants, and we also would like to have that as well. And we thought about this thing where kids would grow up and choose to be an apprentice to one of the members of the clan. So perhaps one would be training with the medicine woman to be the next medicine man or woman. So yeah, that's the current status of that.
Yep. Following question to that, because there was a question about actual aging in the game, and they said like, for example, Stardew Valley didn't want to have that because they don't want to people die or NPCs die. Like, how are you guys going to handle? Will there be aging for the player, or and how that is going to be handled, if there will be any?
Yeah, so I think the thing is not so much about people dying. Me personally, I think that's natural. It's just
We all die at the
maybe
end of the
yeah,
day.
it's just
Not at the end of the day, hopefully, but yeah.
you might miss some of the stories that you could have developed. So for now, we're just taking the approach that only children will grow and age, maybe to teens or adult even, but the clan will stay the same for now.
Yeah. There is one idea, Timo, that we discussed the last week about having some couples having children that could be your child's
Like you can adapt them.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, friends.
Oh, friends. Yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't only be your children, but the whole clan's children who would grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess this is kind of a good following question from one Newman on YouTube, asking how active NPCs will be, how much will they assist to player. For example, will they help with farming, production, monster hunting? All right, okay. So you guys tell us if you can hunt monsters with NPCs.
No.
For now, the clan is very active in itself, and that means that they do have professions, and they do have they all play a part in survival. Like it's Stone Age, so they all know how to forage for food, maybe to hunt. They know how to produce food. But as of right now, they won't be like assisting you in the farm itself. It will be all through like story related or cutscenes and that kind of interactions. But you'll see them around doing stuff like chopping wood and fishing, training for that to make it more immersive in that sense.
Nice.
And no monster hunting for now, at least.
No monsters, simple. Right.
Yeah.
So okay. Somebody's asking. I think it's Red Lost asking about alpha for Nintendo Switch. Not really, because that's not really supported by platform themselves. So they want only games in a full release. And yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna do some QA testing. So if you guys are close enough and active enough on our Discord, so maybe we pick you to help us QA test it prior to lunch. But it's not going to be something like that. Going to be months and months ahead of the release. You know, it's going to be close to release. We might pick certain individuals to help us stress test the game a little bit more, but that's not kind of official thing. So just be around, be good friends to the team, and you might be picked for some interesting testings. And we will paste the link to their Discord channel as well. So that's that. Is it possible to get the cartridge version of the Nintendo Switch? Maybe that's a little bit far ahead still. So, but we'll see. It's really everything. Like some of these things is really depends on popularity of the game. You know, if we get enough fans, enough interest, so it's definitely worth of investing in things like that to produce some physical rewards, physical cartridges that going to be sitting in a Target shop and things like that. So it's really, I want to say, up to you guys, up to your support. So if you guys love it, if you want it, make sure that you letting us know, and we will do our best to fulfill your wishes. You know, you guys agree? Everyone agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
They're just waiting for me to go to sleep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm contributing. All right, I had to fish.
yeah, it's really like that's crazy thing about this is like that's why I appreciate some of the professional streamers. They play action games, they can read the chat and they can throw the lines at the same time. I was like, damn, you guys are so good at this. Like it's like, give us a little bit of time, guys. So we're on track. So one day we'll be like throwing jokes and reading and everything at the same time. All right, so Biso10 asking on Twitch, can the pets do anything in the game, like help you hunt or just visual stuff?
So we have some things planned for pets. For now, you can pet them at least.
Yes.
But we want to expand that more too. Again, there is no hunting as a player, so they wouldn't help you with hunting. But we would like, I don't know if some of you may remember one of the hardest ones. You could like play ball with them, and we would really love to do that too.
With pets.
Yeah.
Yeah, with pets.
That's interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's really cool.
The Chaos Bloom asking if you can play it with controller. Of course, you'll be able to play it with controller because it's going to be on all the platforms. So I can really quickly answer that. Do trees grow back naturally, and can we plant trees? The tiny asking on Twitch.
Both things. They do grow throughout the world naturally, and you'll be able to also domesticate trees.
But it will be another technology idea for that. Yes.
Cool. All right. Let me pick another good question. So people, I see it often about hunting. So yeah, again, I will stress it out again that there's no hunting in the reasoning behind that. I think is just like developers are not appreciating showing harm to the animals and stuff like that. So that's why we want to keep it peaceful and lighthearted. So yeah, but
yeah, it's focusing in the evolutionary aspect of it, of developing ideas and processing and astronomy, and more than in hunters itself. Though there are hunters in the clan, and you'll be able to trade with them if you choose to. But yeah.
The Solarman 8 asking, will be able to move building after they are built? Because certain buildings you can place as a player. If others don't know, you as you develop, you will be able to place some buildings in predefined places. If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yes.
And the question for that.
And then there's a question about unique houses. This is Johnny's house.
Yeah, that's mine.
Look at that.
He built a house.
Fashionista.
Timo and I
yeah.
don't have. We're like, we sleep with grandma still, but whatever.
Yeah.
Who is who? Well, that's Karen, and the redheaded is Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
me.
dark hairs is Timo,
Yeah.
and
Correct.
that
I just.
and I'm that granddad
Yeah.
standing over there doing nothing as usual.
These co-ed
NPC
places.
done
Look, these
after.
co-ed places. See, you do
So
stuff,
yeah,
Alex.
to some of those questions, you'll be able to change the layout of your village as you please, and yes, build your house.
So num Mackie from Twitch asking, speaking of technology, how extensive is the tech tree? I think that's a good question for you guys to answer,
Mhm.
maybe to tell a little bit more about the unlocking progress and technology and stuff like that, how it works.
So we're still expanding it.
Yes.
So far we have a few tracks like food processing, and we don't see it as a tech tree exactly. It's more you go develop ideas with NPCs and you choose which ones to develop. But we have like metalworking, we plan on having beekeeping, pottery making,
Trading.
trading, astronomy, tools progression, so metalworking, um, fishing techniques, and even like we have other ideas like um, uh, if you choose to do trading with your hunters, then you could like also develop ideas for them to improve their hunting techniques. So it will really depend on community as well to see what they want to have in the game. Uh, but it just like everything we think of can be made an idea.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
That's cool. The Neher Freeman asking, you said multiplayer campaign will be the core of the game. Will the game be as enjoyable when playing alone?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's almost the same experience. Just either you're playing with friends and you like that, or you wanna play solo, and that's fine too. Um, you might progress a little bit faster in multiplayer, and that's the only thing I can think of. Like it's gonna be different, but the experience are gonna be pretty much the same.
Yes.
And I'm kind of merging two questions into one. One is asking if you can marry other players or only NPCs, and another one is asking if you can have a romance same-sex villagers.
Same, both, yes. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
marry player in between players, and same-sex marriage is supported as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Um, what engine is used to make a game? It's Unity, but not sure if you guys wanna add more to that.
It's Unity, and I think that someone was asking about the framework, multiplayer framework. It's Photon.
Photo.
Yeah.
Atom, yeah. Interesting fact is like that you guys see the artwork behind Timo. This is actually the Kickstarter rewards. Maybe Timo, can you tell us a little bit more about? I think that like I think I want to stress it out that most of the physical Kickstarter rewards are handcrafted. If I'm not mistaken, maybe you guys can tell us a little bit more about the process of it, who's making it, and why. You know.
Yeah, sure. So at first we didn't have any physical rewards. Not that we're against them. It's just as part of keeping this game true to ourselves. We do really care a lot about Mother Nature, and we really wanted to not use plastic and try to avoid shipping and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, we felt that we wanted to give you guys something special. And our family is super crafty,
Yes.
and they stepped up to help, and they say, "Hey, we know how to do this." My mom, my mother-in-law, aunt-in-law, and they all know how
Entire
to do
family.
embroidery, crochets, yeah. And we thought it
Oh,
was a
there
really
you go.
cool
Look at
idea.
that cool one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
ended up choosing the embroidery and the crochet as our
So
main physical rewards.
yeah, like you guys should put like little stickers made in Timo's house or made in
Yeah.
Johnny's house.
In,
So everything is handcrafted with extra love, and it really comes from the family. So if you guys support certain tiers, you're gonna get the handcrafted, touched and kissed by the developer item. You know, yeah. That's really awesome. Very very touchy. Very nice touch. But so let's move on to a little more questions, if you guys don't mind. And Halcyon from YouTube asking if you will be able to customize your character after you already picked how it's going to look, and what about their genders?
Customizing for now, it's on the main menu screen. So after starting the game, we plan on changing clothing and eventually probably
we can make
post
a
1.6.
ritual.
Yeah, we thought about making like a ritual to
A
change your
ritual.
appearance if
Yes.
you want to do that too. And the other question was about genders. Uh, so right now we call them body types. We only have, I'm standing right next to Karen. We only have these two for now. Uh, but the idea is that we expand on that too and adding more body types. We don't make you choose like female or male. And you can imagine to be whoever you want to be in the game. That's the idea behind it.
Yeah, you pretty much, guys, are just gonna cosplay yourselves like whoever you'd like to be. So we're just gonna provide you tools to create your own character, and you just imagine who you are and play it. No influence on that side.
One thing I want.
How many different? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, before we go to sleep, I don't know if did you already plan the shared seeds?
I'm already done. Yeah, flipping.
All right.
We have some tomatoes and yeah.
So, yeah, the sharing seeds between
Okay.
us is kind of a cool
Yeah.
detail.
So inventories are separate, but we do share the seeds because they take a special like place in the clan itself, and it's part of this progression.
So too.
So whenever someone finds a wild plant and gets seeds from it, then we all see those seeds and are able to plant it.
I just want to point that out. I know that was a totally different topic, but before we forgot.
Yeah.
That's okay. No, I think it's important for you guys to talk about if there's something unique and interesting that you guys happening in the game, because I think some of your viewers are joining us for the first time ever, and maybe if there's something that you guys are showing on the screen, wanna tell about it, please do. And you can always cut me and say, it's like, Alex, stop, let me show this. You know. So yeah, because everything looks really cool, and you guys as well. If you see something on the screen and want to ask, like, hey, can you guys come back? What was that? You know, it's like, I would like to know more about that. It's like, you're welcome. For example, that Wolchen from Twitch asking how many different animals are going to be there and crops and planned for the future. If that information you guys can share at this time.
I don't know the number on top of my head, but it's probably over 40 plants as of right now. And we keep changing them to see if they fit the biomes. They're not going to be perfectly correct. Like some of the plants originally should be in other regions, but we have to balance the game as well. And for animals, same thing. Right now we have 5, and we have a few more planned, and it will depend also on people getting the animal tier in Kickstarter. Then they'll be able to add more animals as well. But yeah, animals is something that we really we didn't, when we started the game, we didn't expect them to take this protagonism, but they did naturally, and we just love them. So we'll keep adding more for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and as I said,
you can share. Now we have precise time because we built the sundial.
Yes.
So it's
that
7:35 a.m.
That also affects the schedule for some NPCs. So Mary, she usually by the river when the sundial's not built, but she comes here to study time once it's built. So that's something we also want to do, like give NPCs that have professions. As you progress and evolve the clan, then they'll change too, and they'll talk about different things and do different stuff as well.
Yeah. For example, Karen, if you want to join me in the sundial, you can ask Mary for the forecast, and she will not be good at it right now because the observatory is not built, and she may fail the prediction. But when you discover the idea of the observatory and build it, she will improve the predictions of weather.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm gonna
Um, if you
get
played Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, you can think my area as the weather channel.
Yeah. So we couldn't have a TV here
Oh,
either.
we don't. We
So
can't have.
we put all the things in NPCs themselves, and that's also why we made the mini map so you can find them easier and go check the
Okay.
weather, go find the builder where they are, because we didn't want to have NPCs behind desks. That
Or
wouldn't have made
stores.
any sense, or stores. Um, so they are out and about, but you can always interact with them and ask them uh, to help you.
That's why it's so important to have minimap with NPCs locations,
Yeah.
because they are not in front of stores and you cannot locate them as easily and if, and in other games.
Let's
Yeah, and
clear some area so we can build that shed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll help with that.
Yeah.
So
and can you break union and remarry as well? And what happened with the children? The Halcyon from YouTube is asking that.
That's something that we're still developing, so it might change in the future.
Consideration.
Yeah.
yeah.
So all suggestions again are open. We read them all in our Discord. If you have suggestions about that, feel free to drop it there.
And I see some of the questions are repeating. You guys are probably joining us now. So we're not, if we're skip your questions, so we probably answered it earlier, so you guys can watch pre-recording so that we're not just going over and over through things again. So yeah, if you guys see that your question is not answered, it probably been answered. Does the game have a voice acting? Is there voice acting? I mean, we know Karen.
No,
I mean,
No, right now.
we really
Try
enjoyed
it.
it. We really enjoyed doing that for the trailer. We love how it turned out. But as of right now, no. No boy, no. It's
Okay.
something that we think it could be a nice stretch goal, but it's also hard choosing which languages should it be in.
That's like
Yeah.
Mango asking Timo specifically, can we have a waffle iron? Waffle
What
iron?
am I?
Not sure. Might be something internal.
Yeah. It is.
But
So we just unlocked the Iron Age, and and we were teasing in Discord to have this waffle iron.
oh, okay.
And I think it's a pretty cool idea. I don't see why not. It would be one of the things that you'll either craft or get from trading
Oh, I see.
to upgrade your kitchen.
Is it Matt?
So the waffle came first
close.
before the wheel.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think there's no space, Karen, right?
Yeah.
You want us to clear the bottom land?
Maybe the
We'll
bottom.
try that one? Yeah.
That's your co-op right there. So one person is trying to place the building. You don't have a spot. You can ask others to clean the space for it.
Yeah. Johnny, can help me clean this part. I think
Yes.
this enough
It's just a
space.
trick for me to get them to do the work. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
I can place it. I can place the
Oh,
shell.
you can. Okay, good.
Okay.
Missy Terry asking if the houses can be placed anywhere in the game or only in the filled space.
No, actually, your house will be placeable in the village itself. So we have like a double systems. And in the farming, you place like farm buildings, farming things in general, and then there you go. He placed it.
Yes.
But your house will be considered part of the village, and there are spots in the village close to the fields, so you could either choose to be close to the fields or close to the water or wherever you want to be.
Yeah, because our fan base is very diverse. They're asking if they're going to be a battle royale mode. Maybe.
Yeah. Wait.
No,
Like this,
not
like
a
this.
maybe.
Maybe.
You guys are not. If we reach the goal of 600 million,
Like that.
so we promise to add the battle royale mode.
But this is real, and when we started like with the idea of game development, it was like the boom of the battle royales, and we're like, yeah, we can do that. And we even did some tests and everything, and we're like,
Oh, really? Wow, that's
not
interesting.
really,
we did it.
not really what we want to do. Yeah, and it was kind of like a battle royale, but with like crafting. It was, I don't know, it was kind of a weird idea, but it was
Hey,
fun.
That's great.
it is. Take my word for that. If they reach $600 million on Kickstarter, Battle Royale, there's like 60 plus
That would be
players.
the weirdest. It's
Uh,
like some weird.
I'm responsible for that. You guys come beat me after that.
Okay.
No.
Right.
All right. So the Roots of Pacha Battle Royale confirmed. Okay.
Awesome.
Next one. So Missy Terry asking, I love sandbox building games. Is there a possibility to add a creative workbench to add stuffs to the game?
What do you
I
mean,
don't know
like
if we get it.
crafting?
Don't know, Missy. So maybe. So she's
have
asking if you can create a creative workbench that will be able to add stuffs to the game. I'm
Like
not sure.
craft.
Like maybe crafting, probably.
Yeah, like
It's like make out of like different elements. You craft things maybe that you can place. Missy, I mean you can clarify that, but for now the answer is
There is
So,
crafting for
There is.
I forgot how to get to it. Oh, it's
it's
I.
open the menu.
Yeah, I. So here's
Yeah,
the
and
inventory. There's the
The
seed.
last
There's
last tab.
I'm getting there. So
Yay!
so yeah, these are all craftables right now.
Yeah.
And this is an
you'll,
idea.
You'll eventually unlock more.
Right.
With ideas.
This is good.
So everything revolves around ideas.
So yeah, and then this is the inventory of the seeds. So you can kind of see like, okay, we've got 2 garlics that someone can go plant if they so desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buggy
Nice.
Barrel from YouTube. Release date? Question marks. You can play as early as in April for if you select certain tiers on the Kickstarter and join the early development pre alpha, like whatever the developer's playing now and more. But yeah, there are going to be opportunities to start testing game later on as well. So you guys make sure to follow development. You can sign up for emails, join Discords, but officially you can find the overall roadmap, estimate roadmap on the Kickstarter and see when the dates or approximate date
We're
for
planning on a beta for Q1 2022 and for release Q2 of 2022.
Yeah.
Very soon.
So if you guys are super eager and want to play it, so there is right now a unique opportunity to get an alpha access on the Kickstarter, because I'm not sure if there are going to be any other opportunities to join alpha so far. But if you can't wait and want to help shaping up the game and report what you guys find and want, so the alpha is a good tier to join. But yeah, beta is 2022, right? The Q1. If I'm not mistaken. How will the crop and animal domestication mechanics work?
So the way you tame animals is no. It's you develop ideas again to be able to talk to them and develop friendship first, and eventually you can invite them to live with you in the village. You'll have to build animal shed first.
It's on the work right now.
Yeah. And we have like another tier to that. We're gonna have breeding of animals. You'll need a female or a male in the same shed, and after certain level of knowledge of that particular animal, they'll breed into another species. So, for example, we have the jungle fowls in the jungle, and they're like the antecessor of the chicken. So to get the chicken species, you need to first domesticate the jungle fowl, bring them to live with you, care for them, breed them, and
Breed them.
eventually you'll get a chicken from it. Um, and with crops, it's kind of similar. You go to the wild, you'll find wild crops. That gives you seeds that you can start planting in your fields, and with that, you'll start leveling them up. We call that like the expertise or knowledge level, and eventually that's also gonna let them like mutate into some other varieties. Like right now, carrots are purple because that's how the original carrots were in real life, and through planting them and variations, they mutated to an orange, and that's the carrot that we now know. So you'll get an orange carrot eventually.
Nice. Cool. And Shakzor asking, what if I'd like to get a higher tier but not use alpha beta? Could I give that to a friend and wait for a full release?
Yeah, yes, we're saying yes to that question. It's your key, so you're free to do what you want with it. So yeah, it's a yes.
Yes.
Okay. Simple. All right. The White Wizard 13 from YouTube asking how likely it is to get an update where you can travel to other tribes on far regions for a new quest crops ideas like late game content or and
Yeah,
DLC.
that's something we would love to have.
Yeah, we
And
would
I
love to
think,
have that, and
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that
So I mean,
one of our
it's
stretch
totally
goals,
possible
yeah, the
with
Turtle Islands, it's a little bit like
a
that.
little bit like that. Yeah.
We haven't decided if there's going to be a clan there, but there
Mhm.
might be.
Yes.
And of course, I know we would really love to expand this game as much as possible. All your ideas are great, and we
Yes.
at one point or another discussed them, and we'll see the amount of support and how much resources will allow us to take this game further and further.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Actually,
the
we already have planned that there will be some roaming clans in the regions that actually are planned, and you will able to invite it
Hmm.
to invite them to the clan.
So it's
So
like
you
the opposite of
yes,
going out and meeting other clans. They'll come and want to trade with you, want to interact with you, and even some bachelors are outsiders that you could invite, and if you choose to make a union with. Um,
you will build them their house, and they'll start doing activities and have their schedules inside the clan. Yes.
I think right now might be a good time for you guys to talk maybe about the stretch goals. Is like what been unlocked so far, what people are going to get, and maybe like with a little bit details because you mentioned the Turtle Island, and some people might not know it that the Turtle Island is the Kickstarter stretch goal at 1,085,
yes.
185,000. But yeah, I can go through them and we can really quickly tell them what's been unlocked and what is there. So the first goal was achieved, I think, within first day. Um, Wedding planner, choose your marriage
Yes.
location and style. So can you guys tell us a little bit more about what's going to be there?
Yeah, so originally we thought that you would marry in front of a Pacha tree, which is like a special tree in the game, and we
The one
actually
used
like
in
that
trailer.
location. Yeah, the one that you see in trailer. Um, we love that location, but we also thought it would be cool to let you choose where you want to have a union. Uh, so we are thinking a beach and also a union inside a cave if you are more into the mysterious side of things.
Hmm.
So yeah, that was that one about.
Nice. Then there's a waterbender, travel and fish
Mhm.
in rafts and canoes. That
Uh,
was the second one. Not sure. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. We can so you guys going to be able to use water to travel around and fish and
mhm.
raft in
You
canoes.
will be able to to
Yeah,
build a canoe, a raft, and s- get into a lake and fish.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We plan on doing that on multiplayer. Like one can like pilot the canoe, and the other ones can fish.
hmm
Oh, nice
yes.
teamwork. Then there's a tundra region that was unlocked. Discover new animals and plants in the glacier.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
glacier. Yeah. hmm
that,
So
that was
that's the new
already there.
region that they've been
Yeah,
asking.
yeah, it's already there in the map. The in the Kickstarter, there is a tundra right there in the north. So that's a, a region we want to expand. We always planned to do it, but you know, with resources we can do it right now.
Will you need to take care of or do anything different from for the temperature difference, or that's
it's
mostly
it's a question that still needs to
yeah
be answered.
Yeah,
still under consideration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all yeah.
Yeah, cool. The camping was unlocked at 85,000. Place a tent to sleep anywhere. I think pretty much self-explanatory that you guys will be able to travel longer and sleep in the locations where you're at instead of coming back all the time to your house. If there's
Yes.
anything extra you guys want to add, you can. But that's what it is. The
Yeah,
ball
it is.
sport. Yeah, the ball sport is that where you will be able to play football with animals or soccer, should say,
With animals.
compete and win along. Yeah, your
Yeah, I mean the final shape again, it's still to be decided, but we really enjoyed adding the racing with the animals that you befriend and tame, and with having no combat in the game, we wanted to add something else that breaks the routine when you get tired of like farming and going out to the wild. So we decided adding another sport would be nice, and even make it a competition out of it, choose a team and that kind of things. So,
yeah,
yep.
awesome. Yeah, and we spoke a little bit about Iron Age. I think it's kind of makes sense. So you find resources and develop new ideas with that, and of course, gonna be able potentially cook waffles.
Yeah.
Uh, Uh, Volcano Caves is the next one that is not unlocked. Like we're very close to unlocking that one. Right now, the Kickstarter sitting at 142,000, and the Volcano Cave unlocks at $150,000. So you'll be able. I'm assuming this is a new area as well that players will be able to travel to and discover new things.
Yeah. Again, kind of another new area. It's the volcano was always there in the jungle,
Mhm.
but we wanted to always have an insight to it. And I think it's more me that remembers this because I asked Johnny the other day, but I remember when we were kids, we took a trip to a volcano in Chile.
I
We're
don't
from
remember that.
Argentina. Yeah.
No, I
Um,
don't remember that.
and I
Too
remember
young.
entering into these caves that were made after an eruption and made out of lava. And one was called like the chocolate room because the lava resembled chocolate, like melted chocolate. And I don't know, that stuck in my mind, and I think that's where the idea came from, at least
Yeah,
on my side.
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
will
mean,
add also another spirit,
Yeah,
uh, the Cybertooth Smilodon spirit
Mm.
yeah.
also.
It seems like the it's like $8,000 away from the goal, so it can potentially be based on the track record. Potentially, can be unlocked today, if everything goes well. I mean, worst case scenario, probably going to be unlocked tomorrow. So we can almost guarantee you guys going to have Volcano Cave, the Turtle Island. That's sounds
Turtle
super
Island.
mysterious and cool. Native species and crystalline beaches away.
Yeah.
So yeah, not sure if you guys have any extra information on that, but that's
We also teased them in the
sounds
overworld
cool.
map. All that you see in the map, it's all that we always wanted to have in the game. We are going to slowly build it. And of course, if we have the stretch goal, we'll know we have the resources to do it. But it's a place, and it's gonna come in the next update. It's a place where we can dream a little bit more of big fauna, if you
Megafauna.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
megafauna. Um, so you're gonna, of course, find turtles, giant turtles, and but we were also thinking
Ride
about
them?
adding.
Can you ride giant turtle?
You might.
You will
Uh,
be like super slow. It's like all your co-op players are gone, and you're just like,
But there's also these other animals there, like giant sloth, that you'll eventually find in the island and be able to at least interact with. Yeah.
yeah. It's not that far away from where you guys stand on the backing. So 185,000 for Turtle Island, which sounds really cool to me. So kids grow up at 230K. Watch them grow up and become apprentices, which is, again, we spoke about it, that they're going to be kids that will you be as a player born as a kid, or you start as an adult?
There is a backstory where you're adopted into the clan, and so you had like a story as a child with the clan. By the start of the game, you're not an adult, almost an adult. We want to, or it's an idea at least, to make a rite of passage one of the first festivals where you take an oath to whatever you want to achieve in your like game. Like say you want to like be the best discovering new plants or be the best animal tamer. So you would take kind of one oath to to Mother Earth, and but yeah, and that would take you to adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Cool. And that's so far what it is with the stretch goals. So there are of course going to be more the closer you guys take us to the next one. So usually I believe that's the flow: one unlocked, one added, or something like that.
Yeah, correct. We
yeah.
always show 3 at a time.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you guys unlock the new one, you can see the latest one, the biggest one on the list. So again, thanks everyone for great support. So it seems like the stretch goal is being unlocked like a gun, it's like two, 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 two. And so you're also running the Kickstarter Festival Challenge, which been obliterated. I would say is like it's all gone
Yeah.
except I think is the Time Traveler.
With
For
Time
me,
Traveler,
is the
yeah.
only one left.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys wanna chat? Explain what so far been unlocked, like really quickly. Just run through what people gonna get and what's the time traveler. Why we're still waiting for that? Like what we need to do to unlock that guy or gal.
Um, so yeah, for those that do not know what we're talking about, we're running a challenge inside Kickstarter itself, and it started a few weeks before. And the idea was that you share about what you like about the game and just information about the game in your social networks, and that would start unlocking rewards. And we were just again blown away by all the amount of activity of that. Like we made that bot mini game also in our Discord where we're all planting, um,
And
and
exploring.
that's
Exploring.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and exploring, yeah. And there's a little bit of debate about that one.
And
Um, but yeah, we've unlocked almost all of them. Let me pull it up so I'll talk about a few. Um, but we have like now a blue ostrich because we have variations for the animals. So eventually you'll find a blue ostrich in the wilderness. Um, we unlocked the mammoth riding, which I think it was one of the most awaited ones. Um, we had a golden bison. We unlocked a dodo. Some cool outfits as well. A multiplayer bunk bed that you can place in your home to sleep with your friends if you choose to. Um, so yeah, now we only have the time traveler left. I'm not sure which fire is closer to be lit. I believe it's either Twitter or I'm pretty sure the community knows more than me.
Cool stuff. All right, it's been hour and a half so far. I'm not sure if you guys want to start wrapping it up, or I think
Should,
you guys did a great job.
should we do a
Yeah,
race?
okay.
End with a
Yeah.
So I
race?
guys want to do the race? Show the
And with
race.
race.
Let's end with a race.
What do you guys get?
I'm just gonna sit back and
What's
relax.
the prize for the winner? Of course, it's gonna be Timo, I think.
it's-
Or who's
yeah.
it? Or
Oh, Johnny is much better. than
What?
me.
You don't think it's? I'm so sorry. You're gonna, because it's gonna follow me and.
I think Johnny froze a little bit. He went to the tundra and never came back.
He's giving me a ride.
He's checking tundra location right now.
It might be disconnected.
And it's two of you. It's like that's probably internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anyways, I think he's been with us through most of it.
Yeah. But he's still playing.
Yeah.
I think it's only his camera that froze.
All right.
Yeah. So let's race.
Yeah. Start a race? Yes.
Karen.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
For Creativo, you can't lose this race.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Oh,
go.
This is way better than I've been in the
commentator.
past. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Timo, you can't use boosts.
Yeah, that's
already done. They're already gone. All right, Karen.
Look, I'm using a boost.
You don't have a boost? Nitro, it's right there.
I know, no, I did. I used it up.
Funny name, Nitro. So they've probably been using some berries that give you like little upset stomachs.
Johnny's so nice.
Nitro.
Ah, see.
Eat it and I'm excited to see your ball games, like what are you gonna do?
Yay!
Eventually, I'm gonna get good at this.
So, yeah, I mean, everyone is like, again, would like to thank you all for your amazing support. It's like the team is doing really well, and we're really excited to bring this title. Here you go, Johnny's back.
I'm back.
Yeah, we were telling them that you went to Tundra to check it out and froze location. But yeah, again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. Make sure to follow our channel or subscribe on YouTube. There's a links to join Roots of Pacha official Discord channel. It's just a few lines above. And of course, Kickstarter. So if you guys are interested in the game, you can back it. There's certain tiers will allow you to get an alpha, and but it's a great opportunity for you to also grab some unique rewards that developers team will produce by hand in their family. So it's really cool. And so even I went and donated to get some snazzy stuff. So good things. And yeah, again, we're overwhelmed with your love and support. Thank you very much, guys. Very appreciate that. Please help us share the word. If you know some streamers or YouTubers that would like to play the game, we do have some press copies for them, and we can definitely share it with them if it fits to what they do. But overall, yeah. And of course, you guys, thank you very much, Timo, Johnny, and Karen, for
thank you all. Thank you all.
Yeah.
I love you.
All right.
Really.
Oh, Johnny, thanks. We love you more. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
So we're gonna come back with a little bit more. Do we want to say that like next time there's developers are working on some new content that we potentially might show with the next playthrough that can be a little bit more orientated towards the game. And you guys, of course, will be able to ask some questions. But yeah, it's not going to be the last stream for during the Kickstarter campaign. So if you guys have some questions or forget something to ask, keep that question for the next time, and we're going to come back and do more answering. And so yeah, you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Love you all. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.